I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could take.
Hello, beauties. Can you guys hear me? Oops. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like behind on everything, so I apologize for keeping you guys waiting, but I'm not going to keep you guys long because I know everybody got to go and make Thanksgiving dinner, all that bullshit. So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys for a minute. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me cleaning my house for Thanksgiving? I remember those days. I don't think this year we probably will be here. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what exactly the actual plans are, but I know that a lot of people are cooking tonight and getting ready. So that's why I'm not going to keep you guys long. I know I say it all the time. I promise I'm not going to keep you guys long. But I think this is important. And a lot of people, it makes sense now, you know, and it made sense at the time for me when it happened. But it definitely makes a lot more sense now. So I want to read something to you guys really quick. If you're new here, welcome. Wait a minute. Didn't somebody remember? Hold on. Welcome, Mrs. Good Trouble, to the Glam Fam. Beautiful. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. That means so much to me. Hey, Phoenix. Hey, Joanne. Commander, Kelly, Aesop, Cloud, and P, Erie, Ann, LNG, Mama Dukes. I like that. Kicks, Cloud, Twin Thang, Shark Bait. How is everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. I am not. Well, yeah, you know what? I might. I don't know. We might go out to eat. I don't know if I'm cooking or not. Probably though. Because it's probably just gonna be us. So hey, Outside the Box with Chloe Joe, Revival. Hey, Paula. Or no, Paul. Nani. It's good to see you guys here. Okay, so let me pull this up really quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I'm just going to read this to you guys. I'm not going to pull it up because I don't want to make any kind of mistakes, and I want this person to remain anonymous. And this is kind of me responding to that person as well. Now, first of all, obviously, this is all alleged, but I really truly do believe her because I just don't think that this person would steer me in the wrong direction. So let me ask you guys a question. How many people do you know that have lost their channels randomly? You can let me know in the comments that have just lost their channels, because I know of about, I'm going to say at least 4 people who have lost their channels. And it was very skeptical to me. And I thought that it was somebody that I used to talk to a while ago, and, you know, basically doing that from a genuine place. Because if you guys remember, you know, when I was cool with, after Molly did what she did and told everyone to unsubscribe from me, you know, I think a lot of people were pissed, you know, people that, you know, I was cool with, you know, trying to help out, because it was, you know, I'm sure it was hard for some people to watch, you know what I'm saying, to see that she could be such an evil, awful person and do that to a creator, that's, smaller than her, to actually put me on blast and to tell her subscribers to unsubscribe from me, and pretty much was having a countdown watching me lose subscribers, right? I think there were some people who felt really awful for me. You know what I'm saying? And just like I would feel awful for anybody else that happened to, and a lot of people reached out to me and said, "Hey, Tia, you okay?" Blah, 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 blah. Because when you work hard for your subscribers, it sucks, when someone tries to take that away from you, you know? But even though it didn't make me mad and it didn't affect me, it made me a little bit mad, of course. I'm not going to lie, but I don't count my subscribers. I don't do that shit because, like I told you guys, it can drive a person literally crazy. So I just tried not to pay attention to it. However, Megamouth was paying more attention to it than I was. Okay. She was having like a countdown, watching how many subscribers I would lose, knowing how many subscribers I had, pretty much saying I was desperate to get back to 5,000. And so many people dislike her and dislike what she did to me that I figured, someone that I used to talk to a while ago, that she did maybe she did something from a genuine place and tried to help me out. But obviously I was wrong, you know? So I'm not going to pull it up, but I'm going to pull it up on my iPad. Wait, did something happen? Yes. She's sick. Yes, she is. Hey, Felony Melanie. It's good to see you. I got permanently banned last week, but I thought it was, no. I just know a lot of people. I know at least 4 or 5 people who have just randomly lost their channels. And the majority of those people have, are subscribers of me, Science Girl, Makeup Mobster, who else? Savage. I definitely have noticed that, and I've heard people complain about it. I've heard people say, "Oh my gosh, I lost my channel." You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how I lost my channel, right? So I was checking my email today, and let me pull this up. And I appreciate this person reaching out to me. Like I said, I'm not going to, say any names or anything like that, because I would never, do that to somebody and throw that person under the bus or anything like that. But I do appreciate her reaching out to me. So hold on, let me find it. Because I do think that this is important for people to know. Especially people who bring awareness about her, the loser. Okay. Hold on, is that it? Bear with me, you guys. It's been a seriously long day. I have been trying to organize everything all freaking day. It was weird because it said inappropriate content, and I've never made content video before. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I was on mute. But I feel like this is important to know. I think people need to know this. There's just, and I could see something like this being done. Okay, so let me just, this is from an anonymous person. And they said, I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to write you and explain why I stopped commenting. I'm extremely worried about commenting on any anti-MLG or BHB channels. I've had my account for 8 years and have had and have a video of something, I'm not going to say what she had a video of. And she just basically only had one video on her channel, or maybe 2. I logged into my YouTube account and it was permanently banned. I came to find out that MGL and BHB were sending their subs to mass false flag people who were leaving comments. Excuse me. I didn't put in an appeal and got my account back, but from here on out, I can only comment on things not doing with MGL and BHB. What they are doing is highly against terms of service. I'm just a regular human being with a regular account. I'm not a creator. I'm just feeling bad because I have so many things I want to say on your videos, but now I'm afraid to get false flagged again. Just excuse me, just know I love all your work and would be commenting if I had not been attacked just for supporting amazing creators. I've been watching all of your videos. Keep up the amazing work. I'm still here but silenced. Okay. So this is me commenting to you, and I will email you back. Like I said, this person is obviously going to remain anonymous, but I appreciate you so much for reaching out to me. It means the world to me because I'm sitting here thinking, well, maybe people were trying to help me out, and they had people subscribe to me. Maybe they bought subs for me. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? All I knew is that probably, I'm going to say 2 to 3 weeks ago, randomly, you guys, I just started losing a whole bunch of subscribers. Not a whole bunch. I would say like after every single live stream, I would lose 10 subscribers. Every single live stream. And at first I was just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe those were people that were, subscribers of Molly. Then after it continuously happened for a few weeks, I'm like, something ain't right here. So then that's when I was thinking, well, maybe, somebody that I used to talk to a while ago, maybe she had bought or did something for me and I didn't know about it. But then again, I wasn't sure. And I don't talk to her, so I couldn't ask her. So I asked somebody else, which I probably shouldn't have because that was a bust. Some people can't tell the difference between asking a question and accusing somebody. But anyway, but regardless, finding this out speaks volumes to me because it's basically telling me that's why. It wasn't people who were just randomly, it was just weird. It was like it was programmed. Every single live, it was 10 subscribers. 10 subscribers. Now, I didn't say anything. YouTube did tell me that there may have been a chance that someone may have did that for me, which is another reason why I thought that, but that's not the reason. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say for certain. They just said this could be it. You know what I'm saying? So now it makes me say that I believe that that's what what happened. And I've had so many people that came in my comment section. I would have people come in my comment section and say, I don't know why, but I'm unsubscribed from you. And then I would have people say, man, I lost my channel. That's not a coincidence. First of all, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I don't believe in coincidences. Okay, for one. And for two, that is just obviously doesn't add up. EKC had lost 25 at the same time that I lost my account. She had 25. Then said 6 people said they lost lost their accounts. The same excuse me, the same, hold on, I lost my place. Where the same day I reached out to her about losing mine. I don't get it. Katie Joy is getting subs in whole numbers daily, 1K. That's weird. But we all know the reason why that probably is, because that is weird. Okay. Don't worry, I'm reading your comments. Tia, look at KJ Social Blade. Okay, I will. My channel got deleted about a week ago, and I had no clue why they messaged me and told me that basically my channel didn't do anything wrong. It's so weird, you guys. So I'm going to get down to the bottom of this. And if anybody else has any information that you feel like that is useful for me, so I can get down to the bottom of this, because this is not right. This is against terms of service. And I am not, I repeat, I am not going to let those tragedy pimps get away with something like this, as if they don't do enough already. Okay. You know, it's not enough that you exploit victims and things like that. People are going to call you out on it. Get the fuck over it. Okay. Because if I was like that, people would call me out on it too. If I was a tragedy pimp and exploited things for my own financial gain, people would call me out. It is what it is. It doesn't give you the right to mass report channels and do all these types of things. That's not okay at all. At all. There is absolutely no excuse for it. I've heard a few channels are having the same issues. Yeah, it's very, very weird. And I don't think that, you know, this, excuse me, anonymous person is like lying or anything. I think she knows what she's talking about. I don't think she would just say that if she didn't. There's probably some way that she may have had proof, you know what I'm saying, that they were mass reporting channels. And like I said, when it was happening to me, I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But you guys, you know, if you're new here, you'll get to know me. I'm not like that. You know, that's not why I'm here. So I'm not going to sit there and constantly count subscribers and drive myself crazy, you know, because people sometimes change their interest, you know what I'm saying? And that's understandable. But when it started happening, every single time I would go live, I was like, what? And then that's when I remember emailing YouTube and asking them, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, this does not make any sense. I have never seen anything like this with every single live. So at first I'm like, okay, maybe somebody was trying to help me out and felt bad for me for what I was going through, you know, and maybe they were all trolls, who knows? But now, to get down to the bottom of it, now I see what it is. And I definitely am not going to sit here and say, oh, okay, no. I will do whatever it is that it takes to make sure that whoever is responsible for doing these things will be held accountable for it. Because you don't get to do that. I would never do something like that to anyone, because this is YouTube. People are going to have their opinions about you. People are going to say things about you. And just like, you know, some people see my community posts, some people haven't, but in order for me to care about your opinion, I first have to value your opinion, and I don't. Okay. So therefore, it comes with the territory of being on YouTube. People are going to call you out. Get the fuck over it. It doesn't give you the right to report channels. It doesn't give you the right to try to ruin somebody's channel just because you don't like what they say about you. Okay? If you don't like that, either change your behavior, okay? One, or get the fuck off YouTube. Because there are people who have made and still make videos about me, but do you see me mass reporting their channel or even reporting them for using my commentary, anything? I don't care. I just don't. Because at the end of the day, people are going to do what they do and use whatever they have to for content. This is YouTube. I fully prepared myself for all of those things the minute I chose to be a creator. The minute I chose to be a creator, and that day that I chose to add commentary to my channel and I talked about without a crystal ball, guess what? I prepared myself for the fact, well, you know what? Without a crystal ball, she may talk about you one day. She might call you out one day. Oh, well, that's just the way it works. I would be a huge hypocrite if I was to sit here and say, oh, I can hold people accountable for their actions and give my opinion about people, but people can't give their opinion about me. People can give whatever they want to, because either way, it doesn't affect me, because I know who I am. If they know who they are and they think that they, we all know what they think they are, and we all know that they're not, because all we know what they do to people. We know what they do. They exploit people, right? But I don't exploit people for my own financial gain. So when I seen that, it immediately pissed me off, because not only basically that person is being silenced now, and I just don't think that that's fair. For someone to be silenced, just because they're scared, they don't want to lose their channel, and I completely understand. You know what I mean? But that's still not fair for somebody to get on here and be afraid to speak or comment on a creator's channel because they are afraid that they're going to lose their channel. Because at the end of the day, everybody's different. Not everybody's the same. If it was me, I wouldn't care, but I'm different. Everybody has their own reasons as to why they do the things that they do. MGL has lost 400 subs since November 12th. I heard somebody say that, and karma's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, it is what it is. You can't stop karma. So, of course, for her to have to do the things that she does to people, what goes around comes around. Right? Those things are going to be done to her too. I think Kool-Aid lost their channel. Oh no. No. Are you serious? If that's true, I'm going to be really upset. I love the Kool-Aid channel. It's because of the Kool-Aid channel that people don't have to go over there and watch that walking disaster. I'm just saying, you don't get to walk around silencing people. Why you guys can't find the channel? Because she has tried to do this to the Kool-Aid channel before, remember? And I don't think it worked. So, damn it. Hold on. I just dropped something. Oh, there it is. Kool-Aid lost it, But before her he gave us his second channel. Should you share the link? Yes. What to the second Kool-Aid channel? Yes. Go ahead, Commander. Please. So yeah, I am very upset about this because I feel bad for that individual. She has every right to use her voice. She has every right to give her opinion about things, and it's just to put somebody in that position and make them lose their channel for no apparent reason except for the fact that you are false flagging people. That's just the lowest of the low. And I just don't, how low can you possibly go? And they tried to do the same thing to Burnt Toast. They tried to do the same thing to who else? The Kool-Aid Channel, obviously. They tried to hurt everyone. All because, oh my God, don't talk about me. Because I want to play victim, I help so many people. I do so much for so many people. And I'm helping these victims. And I'm better than Bailey Sarian. And I'm better than Stephanie Harlow. In your dreams. Keep dreaming. Not even on your best day. Okay. So again, I want to thank that person for sending me that email. I appreciate you genuinely. I'm sorry that you were put in that position, that you lost your channel. You don't deserve that. And I do hope that you speak one day, because I would love to hear your opinion. All opinions are always welcomed. But I do completely understand why you don't. And, you don't want to speak because you don't want to lose your channel. And I completely understand that. But I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you messaging me and letting me know. I am going to try to do whatever I can, because no, this is not right. And I will not stand back knowing this. You cannot silence other people, and I don't want you to be silenced. To that anonymous person, I don't want you to be silenced. So I do hope that you are able to speak one day, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get down to the bottom of this. So thank you so much for messaging me, or for emailing me. I genuinely appreciate you very, very much. Okay. I miss Kool-Aid. Aw. I didn't even know their channel was gone. That's just horrible. I love that channel. That channel will come. Kool-Aid will come back on. Don't worry. We will see that channel, the Kool-Aid channel, is not taken down permanently. This is only temporary. Because if you really think about it, the Kool-Aid channel follows all they don't violate terms of service. Everything that they do, they edit the clips that they show. Okay? They edit them. They change everything about the clip. So their channel, they'll fight it and they'll be able to come back. That's just what I think. And I'll be praying too that they get their channel back. Because they work too hard too. It is very, very hard to do the content that they do. I know people look at it like, it's clips, but in the same sense, it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to put those clips together. So we got to advocate for the Kool-Aid channel. That's what the fuck we're going to do. No, I'm not playing. I'm not playing with these people. I'm just not. And I am not going to sit back, roll over, and play dead and pretend that this shit is okay. So that's what I wanted to tell you about that email. Hold on, let me grab something here. We're going to figure it out together. I had a feeling something was wrong because I didn't see the Kool-Aid Channel usually comes through my algorithm, and they didn't. Darn it, I just turned my freaking light off. Okay, I had to turn on my charger. So I will continue to keep you guys posted on that. As again, please, if you have anything that you want to tell me, any information that you think would help, please let me know. Hey, Tiffany. Okay, so before I end this, I want to say that yesterday obviously got a little bit out of control, but I also want to say that I genuinely want to apologize if I accused anyone of making any, transphobic comments or anything like that. Last night I went back and watched the entire chat, and it was nowhere near what I thought it was going to be. Hold on, you guys. Okay, sorry. Yes, I've heard a lot of people say that they have reported MGL and nothing has worked, right? But what I will say is, you guys, there's a difference between mass reporting and just one individual reporting someone. Mass reporting is different. That's getting a whole huge group of people, and that's actually the only way that YouTube will actually look at your channel and, try to figure out if what's being reported is legit. Mass reporting is completely different. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who have reported MGL's channel, Megamouth's channel, for whatever their own reasoning is, for, her being a tragedy pimp, or for the hate speech that she does on a, all the time on a daily basis, the horrible things that she says. I get it. But just remember, mass reporting is different. How do you report a channel? I'm not sure. I think there's a button that you press up at the top of the screen, but I'm not 100% sure. And even if I was, I can't tell you. At least not live, because people can use that against me, if you know what I mean. And Jill has crossed almost every boundary here on YouTube, but I think she might have some undiagnosed mental illness. I don't mean that in a mean way at all. She just has the signs. Maybe. I mean, it's definitely, none of us are psychiatrists or counselors or anything like that, so we wouldn't know. But I definitely think that some things, especially now, with the actions of her behavior and the way that she's falling asleep when she comes online and all those types of things, I wouldn't put it past her. But it's hard, you know. You don't ever want to cross that line and say that somebody does, because we never know for certain. But to me, especially recently with the horrible things that she's been doing, it seems as though she gets worse, not better. So I wouldn't doubt it, but that's something we're probably never going to know for sure. You go to their channel and click on the threads. Yeah. Who's saying that? Well, somebody is. Tia is not asking for anyone to flag. No, I'm not. But that's what they try to do. She did that before. She tried to say that I encourage people to report her channel when she went live in the middle of the night and was making transphobic comments. She tried to say that I had people report her channel, and that is far beyond the truth. All I said was that when she went on her channel and she was acting the way that she did, you know, and she was offending people, I told them, look, if you feel that she's being offensive to you, go do what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? So here's what I do want to talk about here. Hold on one second. Okay, so I want to just let you guys know that if oh my God, I hate listening to the sound of my voice. I have my phone on. I just wanted to let everybody know that yesterday got a little bit intense. We definitely kind of went into the wrong direction of where I wanted the conversation to go, obviously, because the topic of my live was, what was the topic of my live yesterday? Obviously, Megamouth and her loyalty and what she did to Amber, right? And, you know, what I do want to say is that there was a time yesterday during my live that I pretty much called everyone out in chat and said, who's making homophobic comments in my chat? And the reason why I did that is because I wanted somebody to tell me what kind of homophobic comments is being made, because it's something that I would never tolerate. Because that's just, I won't tolerate that on my channel, for people to make homophobic comments and things like that. So I apologize for that. Excuse me. It wasn't my intent to make you guys feel as though I was accusing anybody of making homophobic comments, because when I went back, and that's something that I taught myself to do, because you own your mistakes. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that, Running Bear. I am, let's put it this way. When I said that yesterday, that wasn't me trying to accuse anybody. Well, it kind of was, because I was taking someone else's word. But something that I've taught myself, and something that I never used to do, is, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, Phoenix. It's one of the things that I never used to do, that I had to teach myself to do, is you have to go back and look at chat. Because there are things that you may have missed. And even if a comment is deleted, it doesn't matter, because you can still see other people responding to that comment. And also, last night, what I didn't know is that my fiance was also moderating. He just didn't say anything, which he normally never does. Oh my gosh, sometimes my vision changes. I didn't see any in chat, or I would have called them out myself, Tia. I got you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But I did see a few. I will say that I did see a few. I did see a few comments of people referring to Mallory as a man, which I don't tolerate, nor do I appreciate, because at the end of the day, that's not what Mallory is. That's not her gender identity. And you have to be respectful towards those types of things, which is something that I thought I was clear about yesterday. But when I went back and listened to myself, and also listening to chat, and then talking to my fiance, there wasn't that many homophobic comments. Not like I thought there was. And I want this to be clear, okay? If you are a mod, whether you're a mod today, tomorrow, you're not, whatever the situation is, and these are rules that I have always had in my chat, it's 3 strikes and you're out. 1 time, it's a warning. 2nd time, it's a timeout. 3rd, you're blocked, because then you're just blatantly being disrespectful. And being disrespectful towards the people in my comments, you're being disrespectful towards me as a creator, you're being disrespectful towards my mods. That's always how it's been. It's nothing new. Okay, so people don't have to act brand new about it. That's always been a solid rule that I've had. 3 strikes and you're out. But I did notice that the chat did get a little bit out of control. But what I've seen mostly is people giving their opinion. Okay, and there is a difference between hate speech and giving your opinion. And giving your opinion means that you are pretty much obviously stating how you feel. And the majority of what I've seen was people saying, Mallory and the Amber channel should both be held accountable. One shouldn't be held more accountable than the other, because they both said horrible, detestable things about each other, and they both should be held accountable. That was mostly what I've seen, besides a few comments that were very inappropriate. So because I took someone else's word and I shouldn't have, I am sorry for that. I was not trying to accuse anybody of anything, because at the end of the day, I'm a creator, and in a lot of ways, I do have to be biased. And the reason why is because I'm the type of person where I respect other people's rights to their own opinion. And if people don't necessarily agree with me, or their opinion doesn't necessarily align with my opinion, that does not mean that I'm offended just because your opinion is different than mine. Okay. Now, if you're being, blatantly homophobic or, racist or something like that, that's different, obviously. And it doesn't take someone being a genius to be able to tell the difference. So, me being able to say, I understand where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? You're entitled to your own opinion, and I'm entitled to mine, and respectfully agree to disagree. The beauty in going back and forth with someone and having a healthy debate or giving someone an opinion is that you learn and you grow. And although I do not agree with what Amber did, I don't agree with what Mallory did either. Because at the end of the day, what Mallory said is a transphobic comment. And I have said, and I will say, my opinion will always stand. To me, Mallory is worse. And the reason why Mallory is worse is because she is a part of the LGBTQ plus community. And for her to say transphobic comments and to pretty much be a huge disappointment to her own community, it does nothing but set back the LGBTQ plus community. And with Amber, you have Amber saying these horrible things towards Mallory, and she is offending an entire community. They're both wrong. And that's my opinion. Now, if I was to sit here and say, you know what, I think Mallory is way more wrong than, the Amber Channel. I am a highly intelligent person, and I was raised to know how to use my critical thinking. Okay. And not a lot of people can use their critical thinking because at the end of the day, critical thinking requires you to take your emotions out of situations and look at things for what they truly are. If you are thinking with your emotions, you're not going to like when other people express their opinion that differs from yours. That's just reality. But if you can be that type of person that can say, well, you know what? I don't agree, but in the same sense, I respectfully agree to disagree. That's not a hard thing to do. It's not a hard thing to do, especially if you're a moderator. Okay? Now, I'm not a perfect human being by any means. I make I make mistakes just like everyone else. But one of my biggest pet peeves is manipulation. I do not like manipulative people. I do not like being lied to. And I do not like when people always try to twist and turn things to perpetuate their own agenda. And I don't like people who brag. I don't like, but my biggest pet peeve is people who try to manipulate. And you also have to think about the creator and the perspective that you are putting the creator in when you are saying certain things that you're saying. It puts the creator in a bad situation too, because it's almost as if you're putting the creator in a position where you are basically saying they have to choose. And I don't have to choose shit because ain't nobody going to tell me what I should or should not do, what I can or cannot do. And nobody thinks for me but me. And I damn sure am not going to expect for people to do something that I wouldn't do. I would never tell people what they can and can't do because why? We're all adults. We are all adults here. There has been many times where I could be in a position where I say, that's not right that you're doing that. But am I going to tell that person, well, you know what? This person did some horrible things to me and you're still talking to that person? Why? No, because you're a grown ass woman and you can talk to whoever you want to talk to. And I'll talk to whoever the fuck I want to talk to. I think Tia is speaking of them as a whole, not just how some were addressing Mallory incorrectly. I'm not LGBTQ. I'm not around that type of people. They can live their lives, but I'm not going to live. But I'm going to live mine. I don't believe in all that, and that is your choice. That's your choice. I do. I believe in all that, and as long as you're respectful, it's your choice. You know what I'm saying? The perfect example is me. The example that I gave. Somebody can come in here today or tomorrow and talk about how much they like Trump, and you're entitled to your opinion. You can like Trump, and people have their own reasons as to why they support a certain president. Does that give me the right to say, because I may not like Trump? Oh my God, Trump. Because I may not like Trump, does that give me the right to say, you're a horrible person? You're this and you're that? No. I don't want people like that around me. I don't want people that are constantly judging others because they don't believe or think the way that you do. If we all had your self-confidence and self-respect. It's more about that. When I went back, because I watched some of it last night, and I didn't know that my fiance had watched until today. And when I went back and, watched some of the things that I watched, and then I finished watching today, I'm like, I don't think that it was right for me to address the chat and say, who's making transphobic comments, because at the end of the day, I'm a creator. I can't see every comment. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing commentary. That's that's what the fuck I have mods for, because I can't see every single comment that comes across the screen. I can only see the things when I go and look and check and try to read chat. Those are the only times that I can see what I see. So I kind of have to rely on other people to be honest. Plus, if you only have the same kind of people around you, you end up being an echo chamber. Thank you. And that's everything I stand against. Everything I stand against. My goal is not to offend anybody. But I'm still going to stand firm in the things that I believe in. Nobody's going to sway the things that I believe in. However, I'm not going to try to sway other people's beliefs either. However, there have been a lot of people that I've met throughout my life that definitely thought one way, and when they became more open-minded, started seeing things from a different perspective. There's a lot of people who I know who definitely were very sheltered, especially when I went to college, who were very sheltered and didn't even know sometimes that they were saying racist things until I pointed it out to them, or saying very racial, microaggressive things until I pointed it out to them. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Because some people are raised a certain way, and when you live a very sheltered life, sometimes you don't know. It takes being able to talk to somebody and being open-minded enough to see things from a different perspective. And once that person and I gave them examples and told them, look, you can't say that kind of stuff, they're like, I'm so sorry. I've been saying that all my life, this whole time, and I had no idea. It takes just one person being honest with another person, and you never know, you might learn something. You know what I'm saying? Because I know myself, I've learned a lot of things, even with the LGBTQ plus community. Okay, I don't know it all about the LGBTQ plus community. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know what they changed it to until someone else made me aware of it. Until someone else said, you don't have to say the whole thing, just say LGBTQ plus community, but this is what it means. You learn. You have to learn and grow. And if you don't want to learn and grow and you refuse to listen to other people's perspectives and say, hey, you know, I don't necessarily agree with you, but I'm just going to agree to disagree and keep it moving. That's a problem, because the only way you can be uncomfortable is if you let people make you feel uncomfortable. And if a few people in chat are saying very rude things, my mods are supposed to know what to do. Okay? Or saying very derogatory things, mods are supposed to know, okay, here's your warning. Here's your second warning. Okay, you're blocked. That's something that I've always stood by, but people want to try to act like they're brand new. My 22-year-old daughter has taught me a lot. Gen Z is amazing in my opinion. Exactly. And I'm always willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know everything. I learn something new every single day about the LGBTQ plus community. And I'm still ready and willing to learn on a day. But that's me. You know, not everyone is going to feel the same way. And just because people are expressing their opinion and their opinion differs from yours, that is not hate. That is not people being rude. I even seen a lot of people apologizing in the comments saying, I'm sorry if I made you feel, you know, some type of way. And I appreciate that. But I don't like people who apologize just because they have a difference of opinion than someone else. But if it's hate speech, that's completely different. You know what I'm saying? Hate speech, that's not to be tolerated. You know, nobody should tolerate hate speech in their chat. Hold on, let me read some comments. I am a lesbian and I don't bash, but hold on. But I went back and forgot to put the word other in front of women concerning she does not like women, in my opinion. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And I do think that that's great that you went back and you corrected that. But that's where I was saying I do not I should not have just, you know, taken something and ran off with it without seeing it for myself, because like I said, I cannot see everything in the comments. You know, I can't see everything that people are saying, and every comment that's being made. And there weren't many comments that were deleted. Even my fiance said he didn't delete many comments. And opportunity to learn instead of apology. Yes. In my opinion, love God, love yourself, love people. I don't like Molly, but if I saw her on the floor in the street, I'd give her a hand and help her up. Yeah. And that's good. Being kind costs nothing, ever. Being mindful of others is a lost art. I agree. What a creator who can take responsibility. Love you, Tia. Thank you, Kara. Kyra. Is it Kyra or Kara? I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I have always wondered about Q. That is about Q that is used. That has been a word that is so offensive for a long time. Yeah, but I think now, just like the N-word, okay, because some people don't like how, and I was raised not to use that word. However, some Black people use the N word, and it's almost as if taking that word back and turning it to a term of endearment. And I think that's more or less how I look at it when it comes to the Q word, because I think that that's just taking that word back and trying to turn it into a term of endearment, something positive, instead of how people, made it a negative thing back in the day. And I think that's also what's important. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. You know what I'm saying? Like I like I said, I don't know Amber, and I don't like some of the things that Amber does, but I don't know her. She's not my friend or anything like that. I just don't agree with her basically insulting a whole community, and she definitely kind of doubled down on that. But like I said, that's between her and God. If one day, hopefully, she won't double down on it. One day, it might take one person to make her understand, look, you offended a whole community by what you said. And she may not feel that way anymore. And she may not double down, and she may actually apologize for what she's done. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to condemn someone just because they did what they did, because regardless of anything, even though it was provoked, what Mallory said was transphobic too. Because anytime you refer to a woman as a linebacker, you're basically saying that woman looks like a man. So that's not okay either for her part either. Both of them were wrong. Period. And both of them can be held accountable at once. You can hold two people accountable at once. It doesn't have to be, one person is more accountable than the other, and then, what about, I seen a lot of people sit in chat, and I read it today. A lot of people were saying, what about, didn't she said something about Amber's deceased cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that? I mean, you got to make that shit make sense. How is that okay to just say those types of things? People, and you don't understand how that looks when you are constantly calling somebody else out, for their behavior. And not calling the other out for her behavior. And it's like, wait a second. What about the things? Does Mallory get some type of pass? Why? Because we already know that she's an evil person. She gets a pass, or is because she is a transgender woman, she gets a pass? No, that's not how it works. I don't believe in that shit. Sorry, I just don't. I believe if you're wrong, you're wrong. On replay, yes, I heard them say on live to mass report. Oh, really? I need everybody to email me with any type of information. Wrong is wrong, period. Exactly, Running Bear. Geez, just got a notification of another mass shooting tonight. Oh my God. Into the club Q mass shooting. Oh my gosh. See, this is just getting out of hand, you guys. This is horrible. This is so sad. What is this world coming to? If you call out one, you must call out the others. Thank you, Nanya. And I go to Nanya a lot for her advice, because she's very honest. Like, she's that type of person that will tell me, yeah, Tia, I think you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, Nanya, for always keeping it real with me. I appreciate that. But that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because when I saw myself basically saying to you guys, you know, in a very kind of mean way, like, who's making these kind of comments in my chat, I felt like I shouldn't have handled it that way, because at the end of the day, I'm still a creator, you know, and I have to be like a creator and look at it like, okay, wait a minute, I don't know for sure if this is true. Let me go back and watch it myself, and look for myself, and not just take things and run with them. You know what I mean? So I was wrong for that. I was wrong to just blatantly shout out, who's calling out and saying transphobic things in my chat, and to come to find out there were hardly nobody saying those comments. There were just people stating their opinion, people saying, hey, I think that they both should be held accountable. You know, I seen people apologizing, trying to be very you know, trying to be understanding. I seen all of that, and I appreciate you guys for that. And I am sorry that I accused, or if I came off as though I was being accusatory, because that wasn't my intent at all. That was not my intentions. All right, 1 second. Is Pugs okay? What happened to Pugs? Yep, somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. Somebody who was in her motherfucking Patreon, okay? They know something. You talk about that shit behind the scenes. She tells her people to she tells her Patreon, okay? She will tell people in her Patreon, unsubscribe from this person, unsubscribe from that person. She does it all in her Patreon, and people can't tell me that they don't know shit. Somebody knows something. So be courageous and speak up. Yeah, it is. Joanne, it is. Kool-Aid has a backup channel. Did you drop the link, Commander, of Kool-Aid's backup channel? If not, somebody can send it to me, and I'll put the link here in the chat. Yeah, Patreon is where she talks about doing all the dirty. Exactly, Billy. Exactly. That's where she talks about, oh, I'm gonna, you know, set this person up and unsubscribe from the. I know for a fact that somebody knows something, and somebody needs to say something. How about that? None yet. Can I read this or no? Let me know. Let me see here. Pugs and I were going down memory lane together. Aw, I like Pug. She is so sweet. Oh my gosh, she took. Yeah, she did. And let me tell you something. I can? Okay. Let me show you guys. I'm not going to bring it up. I will just show you on my phone. Wait a minute. Let me wash off my damn phone, because it's it's a mess. I don't want you guys to see it. Hey, Care Bear. It's good to see you, sweetie. Okay. God dang it. Whatever. Okay. So, And this was just sent to me by Nanya. Love you. Thank you for sending this. It says, Kool-Aid sent an email to Molly, and it says, Molly, would you please retract your copyright claims? I don't want to take legal action, but I can if that's what you really want me to do. I spent a lot of time and effort building my channel, and I would really like to have it restored. Thank you. Molly's response is, fuck you, take legal action. Let me tell you something. Megamouth. You are the biggest piece of shit here on YouTube, okay? And you are jealous because the Kool-Aid Channel calls your ass out on your shitty behavior, okay? Your shitty behavior, and you're mad because people don't go to your channel. They don't have to anymore. They go to the Kool-Aid Channel, and that you want people to come to your channel. But guess what? Nobody's going to come to your channel because everybody dislikes you. Okay? I can't stand that woman. Oh my God, I cannot stand her. I hope, please, Kool-Aid Channel, take legal action. Please. I swear, start like a pay fund thing, or what do you call them things? Sorry, you guys. Every single time, like I'm getting close to that time of the month, my vision gets weird. It's not weird, but it's just like it's not as good as it is when I'm not close to that time of the month. If that makes any sense. I can't stand that woman. That's her last ditch effort to get her views up. I was watching a video clip of her this morning and was literally shaking. Why? What did she do? Twin thing. Please start one of them. What do you call them things? Whatever. So where, please take legal action on her. Please. Because the Kool-Aid Channel does everything right. They adjust their clips. They change the visual of the clips. They do everything right. It's a false strike, you guys. That's all it is. Yeah, go find me. Thank you, Sherwin. Thank you, guys. Yes, please, please, please take legal action. Please, prayers for Kool-Aid, you guys. I'm telling you right now, Megamouth, that you are literally the epitome of the most evil person here on YouTube, and you are just jealous because the Kool-Aid Channel is growing organically. They don't have to exploit people to grow their channel. All they're doing is making people aware of you. To be honest with you, even though it's wrong, if I were the Kool-Aid Channel, I would definitely look at this as a compliment, because that means she looks at your ass like you're a threat. She knows you're a threat, Kool-Aid. And that's why she's doing what she's doing, because she's going to try to do whatever she can to break you. Don't let her. Everything that you do on your channel is legal. Okay? It's all under fair use. And it just takes everything, you guys. Like, it takes everything for me not to say the most horrible, horrible things. And I am this close. Oh my God, that woman. One day, karma is going to bite her in the ass. But I stand by this and I stand corrected. If I were you, the Kool-Aid Channel, look at this as a compliment, because if she would go through all of this to take your channel down and to silence you, that means she's intimidated by you. She looks at you as a threat. And the fact that you want to say fuck you to Kool-Aid Channel, to the Kool-Aid Channel, it just shows what a low class person you are. You have no class, no morals, no integrity. Everything about you is fake. Everything from your face to your body, everything about you. You don't brush your hair. You don't take showers. I know you don't take showers. You are a disgusting human being from the inside out. And you can't just leave people alone and go head on about your little merry way and let people do their thing. Quit being a literal piece of shit, and then people would stop calling you out. But if you continue to treat people like horrible human beings and treat people like they don't matter in the world and like you're the only one who matters, and when we all know that you literally don't matter here on YouTube, you don't. There is nothing that you do that is of relevance. The only thing you know how to do is talk shit about people, stir up drama, and pee. Okay? Pee in front of 800 people. That's what you have to offer to the world. You have absolutely nothing to offer to the world. You didn't even have sense enough to do a thorough research, a proper investigation. Aren't you supposed to be a true crime channel? A thorough investigation to know that, St. Jude's were in lawsuits. So you have the people who support you, because that's what you use them for. You use them to do your dirty work. You use them to pay your way into everything, right? So you didn't even have enough sense to do research to figure out that St. Jude's is in a lawsuit. You wait until months and months after your supporters already donated their money to St. Jude's to figure out that St. Jude's were in a lawsuit. Well, don't you think that's something that you should have known before you had a charity event on behalf of St. Jude's? No, you don't even have sense enough to do that. You're mass reporting channels. I know you're mass reporting channels. And now I can tell you it's solidified. I know you are. And that is against terms of service. So don't think for a second that it's not going to come out. Somebody's going to start talking. Somebody needs to start talking, because it's not fair that she can go around using her patrons to mass report people, to try to take people down because they talk about her, because they bring awareness about her. What the fuck do you expect when you are the person that you are? What do you expect for people to do? Of course, people are going to talk about you, just like you talk about everyone else. If you would not talk about everyone else and quit being the trash human being that you are, then people wouldn't talk about you. She said it on a live. She said what, Charlene? Probably because she rented his room out again as an Airbnb. Dang, her husband don't even want to sleep. You can look like a beast on the outside, but that beauty from the inside will come out. Beauty and the Beast should have taught us that. Exactly, Pugs. And it's good to see you, sweetie. She's actually talking about going to North Carolina over the Shanquilla Robinson case. First of all, no one's going to accept you in the Shanquilla Robinson case. I can tell you that right now. And I will do whatever I have to reach out to Shanquilla Robinson's parents and make sure that they stay the fuck away from her. Don't try to touch this case. Don't try to touch this case and turn it into a fucking freak show. But you want to know what? These people are smart enough. They're not going to let you. So you can stay away from that case for sure. Even I have been going back and forth with people on TikTok because the people who are even following this case are a whole nother level of ignorant. So yeah, go ahead. You can try if you want to. It's not going to work though. Nanya, ain't that the truth? That is the truth. Like NC Beat, he's the one who speaks with the family directly. And usually when I get any of my information, I go to him because he speaks to the family directly, and they're not gonna gravitate towards her. You know, I would contact NC Beat myself. I would contact Shanquilla's parents. I will contact all of them to make sure that they know, stay the fuck away from her. She ain't the one. She ain't gonna do nothing for you. A lot people are doing enough. There have been celebrities that have been involved with donating money to Shanquilla and her family. They don't need the likes of her. There's nothing that she can do. She goes down there, people are gonna look at her like, who the fuck is this woman and why the fuck is she here? She probably doesn't even know shit about the case. Just like she didn't know anything about the poor little Quentin. Oh my gosh. God bless him, Lord Jesus. But she didn't know anything about the baby Quentin either. She wasn't covering that case. She went there just for her own financial gain, of course, to exploit, because that's what she does. I feel sad. Hold on. I can't even see that. I feel sad for her. Does make me human. Phoenix, I don't think it's wrong to feel sad for her. Everybody looks at things differently. It's not wrong to feel sad for her because she's obviously a miserable human being. And some people are more sensitive than others. I'm sorry, I can't feel sad for that woman. She's a horrible human being, so I can't feel sad for her. But I do understand that some people do. And that's okay. So no, it does not make you bad or anything. Everybody's different. Everyone looks at things differently. Everyone takes things in a different way. And some people are more sensitive than others, and that's okay. But she is the last person on this earth that I would ever feel bad for. Now, yes, if something happened to her, I would pray for her and things like that. But she is just such a horrible person. You know, look at the way she responded to Kool-Aid. Even if she was going to say no to Kool-Aid, you could have just said no. Why would you say fuck you? Why? Because the Kool-Aid Channel is doing content about you? But it's okay for you to do content about everyone else. Everything that the Kool-Aid Channel does is under fair use. They edit the clip, they short the clip, they change the visual of the clip. It's all under fair use. Take her ass to court and win, because you will win. Yes, of course. It can get expensive. That's why I say maybe start like a PayPal GoFundMe thing so you can take her ass to court. She needs to learn lessons, because you don't have to watch the Kool-Aid Channel. Okay, it's obvious that you do, but you could pretend that the Kool-Aid channel doesn't even exist. But that's why I tell the Kool-Aid channel, take this shit as a compliment, because her taking your channel down is for one reason and one reason only. She's intimidated. She's intimidated by you. She's jealous because she's a jealous human being and she wants to break you. Same thing with me. Do not let her, if you have to take her to court, go ahead and do it. Because she's basically telling you she's not going to drop it. Quentin Simon was found by the poor people digging through the landfill. Can you imagine having to do that? Not idiots screaming in front of houses. Exactly. It's so sad. My heart and prayers go out to the family and friends, and it's so heartbreaking. But at least she was arrested. That's a good thing too, right? Like, she was arrested. They're going to prosecute her. And hopefully they have all the evidence that they need. Kool-Aid could come back tonight and get just as many views. Yep. Yeah, I like Kool-Aid. I love the Kool-Aid channel. That's what she's jealous of. Yeah, she's always saying how much it helps her when Junk Channel talk about her. Yeah, she always says that. You're right, Joanne. She always says, oh, let them talk about me. I don't care. It's not doing anything but helping me. Then why did you take the Kool-Aid channel down then, you idiot? Sorry, you guys, I'm mad. That email just pissed me the fuck off. And I don't let people piss me off very easily. I've learned to control that part of me. I mean, I used to have a really bad temper. I don't anymore. I pick and choose my battles. Some people, like I said, they're just not worth, getting mad over, but that just pissed me off. Hold on, you guys. I'm reading something real quick. I just got an email. Hold on. To the person who just emailed me, I'm not going to say your name, but if you figure out anything behind, and I'll email you back, but if you figure out anything behind how people are mass reporting and going after our subs, if you figure out anything about that, please let me know. Please let me know. If I figure out anything, I'll let you know, because I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to just turn my back on this. I can't turn my back on this. And if you're a creator, and if it hasn't happened to you yet, if you talk about MGL on your channel at any time, don't think that it won't. Okay? So don't think you're in the clear just because it hasn't happened to you yet. Because if she's doing this to channels that are bringing awareness about her, then trust and believe your channel's next. Their hate train for Without a Crystal Ball is old and played out. Yeah, I mean, I still, will hold her accountable for the things, that I see. But right now, I just, as I've said, I just don't think that she is as bad as Megamouth. And I will never think that. I think that Megamouth exploits everything that comes across her way. I also think that she is obsessed with Andrea McRae. And this isn't how, it's not me defending Andrea McRae. I seriously think she's obsessed with her. I think she literally wants to live in her skin. No matter what she says, oh, I can't stand her, she's a horrible person, I don't believe her. She talks about that woman so much to a point where it is seriously lightweight obsessive, borderline possessive. Thank you for being here, Tiffany. You have a good night too, sweetheart. What about Michelle? Michelle too. I think she is very intimidated by Michelle. Absolutely. I mean, because if you really think about it, she started all this shit with Michelle. Yes, Michelle has said stuff about her too, but I feel like with Molly is the one who put Michelle out there. She's the one who made Michelle relevant. She kept talking about her. She wouldn't stop talking about her. And to be honest with you, I will always agree with the science girl. I said with the science girl. I will always agree with science girl when science girl says Michelle triggered Molly in a way that Molly's never been triggered before. So because of that, she started talking about Michelle and making Michelle relevant. So for her to complain about Michelle, she doesn't have anybody else to blame but her damn self, because she's the one that kept talking about her and still continues to, but not as much because she's trying to have other people do that. You know what I mean? So she doesn't have anybody else to blame but herself as to why Michelle is, relevant. So that's on her. Don't you guys think? Don't you guys think that she is the one who, made Michelle very much relevant? Michelle is a button pushed and she's good at it. Yeah, she knows how to lots of years of perfecting it. Yeah, she knows how to get to people, that's for sure. Michelle's good at that. And I think Megamouth thought she was good at that, and she's not. Hearing her voice and Michelle's voice makes the hair on my leg. I hate it when she mocks Michelle, though. Like, I don't like it when she does that. When she's, don't get me wrong, she does sound similar to her, but I think it's just, to me, very pathetic when she mocks her. And the fact that she mocks her so well is questionable, too. How do you know how to mock somebody so well if you're not following their every move? on, you guys. I'm reading something. Hold on. Let me bring this up real quick.
He's a crazy woman. Straight bugged out, bro. Straight bugged out, insane. He losing her mind on a regular basis, right? But I just got sent this clip where she on here begging for money, not like asking on some, hey, you know, if you want to donate, you can do that. No, on some blatant, you will send me money. You will send me money now. That's what she on. So let's check this out, man. This is like unusual. I'm assuming she's extremely intoxicated. But let's hear this right now. Just a little
Diane,
bit.
You bitches better fucking chat the fucking super chat out of me.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. She like, yo, y'all better super chat me right now. That's great. That's a different approach right there. Okay.
So that's I just came out of you better bitches better fucking chat Shemer. Super chat me the
better
fuck.
Chat Shemer. You said y'all better chat Shemer. You bitches better chat Shemer. What? You ain't heard? You better chat Shemer. What's
Y'all
up?
asses better super chat me, become members, or I ain't saying fucking shit. Cause this shit.
Yo, that's great. How much you want to bet? Yo, I didn't watch this whole thing. How much you want to bet people start super chatting? How much you want to bet? That's a crazy approach, bro. To just sit here and listen to her use this bathroom. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Is that? Please tell me that's like from the sink.
That bitch.
You can hear. Yo, I hear water, bro. I don't know if it's coming from bathroom use or from the sink. I hear water. Molly nasty. You know what? I know it's early as hell. Let me actually play this nasty song. No, I don't care. She deserves it, and I haven't played it in months, so I might as well throw this nasty joint.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You
Nasty. Straight nasty. You can hear you using the bathroom.
That bitch.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's not no sink. She wouldn't go in the bathroom and just use it. Oh man, this is too much. I wouldn't even know what to put in a title for this, man. When I clip this, and when I will, I wouldn't even know what to put in the title. Demanding money, demanding donations, peeing.
Y'all motherfuckers better super chat me. Better than the BBC. Fuck.
And then she demands super chats as she's on the toilet, and we can hear her on the toilet. This is crazy. I might have to speed this up because I don't want to have to hear this.
I've never been madder in my whole life. Oh shit. Should have been mad.
You don't sound mad, Molly. You sound excited. So excited that you couldn't even just wait to use the bathroom before you turned on the live stream.
I'm about to ball out.
Yo, I swear, if I don't hear that sink, my man, If she come back out here and start talking into, hold on, no, I need to make myself bigger on the screen. If she come back out here and she start talking to the camera before she wash her hands, bro, I promise you this video about to be over. Yo, I swear. I'm not going to be able to take it, bro. I can't. No, no. Wash your hands.
Oh, shit, or I will end this motherfucking like, oh, shit. Even Mallory's just gonna fall out. Oh, shit. Y'all mother.
I think she drunk out her damn mind right now. I think she drunk out her mind.
The fuck is better fucking deep. I'll fucking fall out. This is worth $5.
What?
Oh my God, I'm so.
Did she say it's worth 5,000?
This is worth $5.
She said it's worth 5,000. She not even hiding this. This is crazy. She's not even hiding what she's doing. Yo, bro, that's crazy. Shay telling you, oh yeah, I'm with the grift. Man, you better donate to me. She 100. So okay, so ooh, it's clarified. The entire time, it wasn't a sync. We was listening to her. We was listening to her do the number one. We know why she deleted this, bro. We know what's up.
Oh.
Looks like BX Boy must have missed the clip. Somebody should probably send him the clip where she actually peed in front of everybody on camera. Okay? Not just heard it. She actually peed in front of everybody. I don't care for him too much just because of the past. However, I do like his commentary that he does on Megamouth. I think he does a good job at calling her out on her bullshit.
Hell, fuck that shit. Oh, come on. This ain't.
I don't even know which. Wait, did she wash her hands?
Hell.
As a cat mom of 2, the well-being of my fur babies is top priority, especially when I'm trying.
Okay, I heard some. I heard hand washing. But damn it, did you think we couldn't hear you using the bathroom, Molly? Did you think we wasn't gonna be able to hear that?
Oh, hell. Fuck
Yeah,
that
she
shit.
nasty as hell.
Oh, come on. This shit ain't getting away. Oh, no. This shit ain't getting away from motherfucker.
Molly, sit your ass down, bro. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I couldn't even be around someone like Molly. Like, yo, you do too much. Sit down. I don't like that much movement going on around me. I mean, I'm dead serious. I really don't. It makes me feel uncomfortable. That's crazy.
If it's worth your fucking money. Oh, whenever Molly Go Lightly says, become a member. We'll give you some subscribe. Number 8. We just need number 7, baby.
This is crazy. She's really doing a countdown. Wow. Well, you've always known it was all about the money, guys. I found that out when I interviewed her, and she blatantly said it. So
Trust me. Remember what? I promised you some BBC.
Hey,
Wants to be
yo.
number 7, baby.
oh,
Sorry, YouTube channel. That motherfucker Michelle.
if you want to be number 7, start a YouTube channel.
So they will never get a job number 1. That's not because of me. What's up? You know, who wants to be number 7? You ain't gonna believe this fucking shit that happened.
I bet you she don't even say nothing. I've been predicting everything correct so far. I guarantee she ain't gonna say nothing. She just pump faking.
He really knows her very well. Like, he's very, very good at like predicting. And he's funny the way he explains and predicting the things that she's gonna do. And thank you so much, Bridget. Says hi, Tia Mons in chat. I don't always catch a live being in the UK, but I watch catch up. Can't stand MJ or Justin after what they did to you. Love your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Bridget. That means a lot to me.
Yeah. She gonna say a damn thing.
Let's be honest. You are not gonna believe this.
Did they mute her? Am I tripping?
Believe this.
Yeah.
Wants to be fine.
You guys, remember when I was doing commentary on this and I kept saying, I don't know what's happening here, you guys. I'm not muting it. And everybody's like, it's quiet. And then finally somebody came in and was like, no, it keeps muting because Justin was trying to call her. So yeah, Tia, I'm wishing you and everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Rachel. Same to you, sweetie.
You sure?
Oh, so she didn't say nothing. Okay, I thought she was talking and actually saying something like she spilled the beans. No, even in this moment, she's still waiting for more donations. Guys, I need you to do me a favor. Check out my other videos, man. I release a lot of videos. YouTube notifications might not go out, so go check out my other videos. Binge, man. Appreciate you guys. See you later. Check the
As always, I will put his link in the description. I really do like his commentary on her because he knows her very, very well. And somebody sent that to me because they thought it was funny. So I just wanted to share it with you guys because it was funny. I'm so, how can how can one person be so I don't know, unaware of just how she is and, you know, the way that she treats people and the way that she acts towards people and, you know, the way that she exploits people. How could you be so unaware of it? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's just crazy to me, you guys. I seriously think that this woman thinks that she really is a good person. Because I've always been that type of person where one, and this is just a little bit of advice from yours truly, okay? Pay attention to what a person brags about. Because if a person brags about something constantly, it's more or less validation for themselves, to try to prove something to themselves. And not only that, when a person brags about something constantly, it's because they may not necessarily be what they brag about. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. She's completely delusional because it's hella obvious. She blames it on a brain tumor. Nah, I don't know. I don't agree with that. But like, if you pay attention to the things that she brags about the money she has. She brags about how she thinks she looks better than everybody else. She brags about the things that she does for people. That's another telltale sign. When somebody's constantly bragging about the things that they do for people or what they do for people, just know that they do those things because they have an ulterior motive. You know what I'm saying? And that ulterior motive is whatever it is, whatever their motive is. Because a person who does something from their heart, they're not going to brag about the things that they have or the things that they do for people. Those aren't things that you would brag about, right? You know, like, you're not going to hear me bragging about, I don't know, because I don't brag. Let's just say I brag about how much makeup I have. If I brag about constantly bragging about how much makeup I have, well, then I would probably, if you're looking on the other side, probably think she probably doesn't have that much makeup if she's constantly bragging about it. You know what I'm saying? When you brag about things that you do for people, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. There's something behind it. And that's something that my mom has always told me. You always have to pay attention to the things that people say, to the things that, to the way that people act, with their actions when things don't go their way, or when they're busted or caught up in something. If they're in that type of position, how much they lie. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that you always have to pay attention to. Self-reflection. Yeah. Like, I truly have, my mother has always taught me that. Always pay attention to what people brag about. Because when they brag about those things, it's for a reason. especially if they're bragging about what they do for people. There's a reason. If they're bragging about the things that they have, there's a reason behind it. And those reasons or intentions aren't from a good place. Actions and words should line up. Exactly, Pugs. Like, if somebody says to me, you think people should bow down to you, that says more about them than it does about me. Because if you say something like that, that is coming from a place where you need to do self-reflection. Okay? Because at the end of the day, for you to say, you expect people to, if you're that type of person that would say you expect people to bow down to you, well, then you must look at that person like they're worth being bowed down to. It's just the truth. My mom, oh my God, sorry, you guys. My mom taught me to never do that. Exactly. And that's why I don't, just because you do something for somebody, nobody has to know the things that you do, or the things that you do for other people. Nobody has to know those things. Or if you do something for somebody else, nobody has to know those things. If you're walking around trying to brag and say those things, there's an ulterior motive behind it. And it means that the only reason why you did those things is because you had a motive. You don't throw things up in people's face. And I feel like that's what she always does, constantly. She's constantly throwing things up in people's face, constantly talking about what she has, constantly talking about what other people don't have. You know what I'm saying? And I truly feel like it's very much not only self-gratification, but it's also, to me, I also think that means she doesn't have as much as she says that she does. People who have a lot of things, some people brag, but the majority of people don't brag. A lot of people who give to charities and who, march in the Black Lives Matter movement or march for the LGBTQ community, things like that. Most people, you wouldn't even know that they do that because they're not bragging about it. Because if you're bragging about it, then that means that you're trying to validate something, you're trying to prove something to somebody, and you don't have to prove nothing to nobody but your damn self. Okay. If you're a good person, you don't have to continue to tell people you're a good person. People will see it for themselves. Amen. Amen. She's a yucky person. She is, Commander. Has she ever admitted to being? No. Never. I've never heard her admit to being wrong. All I've heard is her throw other people under the bus, because that's what she does. Is anyone aware if the vet who had just come back 12 years service overseas, she was murdered by friends the same day on Shaquilla as Shaquilla heard her mama on another channel? No, I haven't, Bridget. I'll have to look into that though. What do you do when no one exactly? Rachel, did you become a member and I missed it? I'm sorry. Welcome to the Glam Fam, beautiful. Thank you for becoming a member, sweetie. I'm sorry I missed that. Oh, it just came up. Well, that was fast. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you. Yes, humility. I think that's what matters. My mother always said, it doesn't matter what you do when people are watching. What matters is what you do when people aren't watching. Welcome to the Glam Fam, Boston Nick MMA. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Thank you. ASAP, amen. MGL is an appetite suppressor. Where'd that go? Sometimes the chats go and disappear, you guys. It goes too fast. Aesop, what did you say, Aesop? Hold on. Let me go up, and read some comments here. She learned how to play these out on YouTube from Dre. Yeah. I thought I was getting a snack, just changed my mind. Classic narcissist. I agree. Hey, wait, MGL's outscoring expired Halloween candy for her nieces and nephews, and she's completely been welded by Adrian. Would do all that work for one beads. I think that may be the breaking point. Huh. If you're a good person, you don't have to exactly my mom taught me to never do that. Facts, self-reflection. Her looks and figure are failing her for old age. She's mentally unstable. Justin was muting her. That's why you couldn't hear her. Wasn't it because he was calling her, and when you call somebody, it puts it on mute? Because he was trying to get her not to tell the story about her, whatever story she was going to tell, which I don't even think she was going to tell a story. I think she was fucking lying like she always does. But she wants to start a cemetery for Jake to run later. Who did? That's so weird. That's weird. The fuck? That is so weird. Why would you want to? Ugh. She is an appetite suppressor. She treated Adrian's mom like she was a housekeeper. Really? She treats everybody like shit. And that's just the truth. There's not one person I've ever seen that she treats people, especially people like gay people, Black people. She treats them like second-class citizens. She definitely does. Oh my God, you should see that video, but it's gone now from Kool-Aid's first channel. That pisses me off still so bad. But Kool-Aid will get their channel back. For sure. I truly, truly believe that they're going to get their channel back. Because, I mean, it's not going to be easy if the Kool-Aid channel is going to take her to court. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, I don't know how much money that costs. I have no idea. I know that I would do that in a heartbeat, and I hope the Kool-Aid channel does it as well. However, if the Kool-Aid channel started another channel right now, not even a week, they'd be right where they were before. You know, but I understand how it feels when you work so hard for something and someone tries to take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she did to me as well. She tried to, you know, break me. She tried to take away the things that I worked hard for. And although sometimes it can be discouraging, thank God I didn't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that in due time, God is always going to work in my favor, especially when I'm that type of person where I believe in those things, and I believe in manifestation, and I believe in thinking positive and doing the best that you can to look at things in a positive aspect. And because I kind of stopped watching my subscriber count, and I never really did. But even when she first said, hey, unsubscribe from Tia, I stopped watching completely, and it definitely helped me. Is it hard not to? Yeah. But I had to do that because if I didn't, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I probably would have gotten discouraged and not came on here for a while. I would have had to regroup. But it's because of people like you guys and because of, the positive encouragement and people being so nice and supportive, I got through it, and we'll get the Kool-Aid channel through this as well. I don't see the Kool-Aid channel in here that much, but I got their back. I know what it's like when somebody tries to do that to you, because you guys, it's not easy to get on here and put yourself out there like that. It's not. You got people who expect you to pretty much go along with whatever they say. You got people who try to turn you every which way and sideways. You got people who expect you to look at people the same way that they do. You have people who try to put you on the spot. Anything can happen when you're going live. It's very spontaneous. You have people that, especially when you come on camera, like myself, I go on and off camera, but it's still not easy. It gets easier as you do it, but I still get nervous sometimes when I come on here. Then you have people who look at you and think you're not supposed to make mistakes. And if you do make mistakes, you have people who lie on you. And when you're trusting a people and they lie on you, that does nothing but fall back on you as a creator. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made the community post that I made earlier, because there had been several people that were emailing me expressing their opinion of how they were made to feel as well in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And how they felt like, well, I wasn't saying anything, homophobic or anything like that. And I didn't see any comments that were homophobic, And that's why I like the fact that I have taught myself to never go by somebody's word. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is here on YouTube. Never go by somebody's word, you guys. You have to do your own due diligence, because nobody's going to look out for you like you. So you have to do your own due diligence and do your own research. And it's not any kind of offense towards anybody, especially people who are moderators, things like that. That's no offense. It's the truth. You have to look at things for yourself and see things for yourself. And that's why I'm glad that my fiance is a mod on here, because out of anybody, I know that he is the one who is always going to look out for my best interest. He is always going to be the one looking for things that could potentially harm me or my channel. You know what I'm saying? And he's also going to peep game and see if people are doing wrong, especially people that are close to me. So, but it's still important for you to look at things for yourself. You can't, especially here on YouTube, you can't take people's word for things. You just can't. MGL is a celebrity in her own mind and believes everyone is beneath her. That's very true. She thinks everybody is beneath her, but I think it's a front. I think that's the way she tries to pretend. I think she tries to pretend like everyone is beneath her, but deep down she knows that she's a piece of shit. That's what I feel. Felony Melanie. I wonder if she even thought Jake may not want to. I'm betting not. No, she doesn't care if he doesn't want to. All she knows is she wants him to. So that's really all that matters. She's very insecure. That's what I think. Anybody that goes and tries to bash other people for their looks or the way they do their makeup and, you know, all of those things, they're insecure. Point blank, period. Yep. Commander, you crack me up. Oh shit. It shows big time to me. Like I really don't believe that woman is as confident as she is. I feel like it's a front. You know what I mean? I think she fronts that to people to make people think that, but she's not. Just like someone told me she's live right now talking about the Clinton case. It's, you know, like that bothers me because she don't need to be talking about that case. She never talked about it to begin with. She's just talking about it now because she wants money. That's it. They're the clown tribe. They all have they all have same thing in common, and it's not true crime. It's not. I didn't miss a show until the pandemic hit. He came to town this year, but I missed it. I'd love so much to meet him. It's grifting season, y'all, and that's the truth. It is grifting season. People are grifting. People are talking about different cases, you know, just to get that money. Just to trick their subscribers out of money, acting and pretending like they care about something that they really don't give a shit about. How are you doing tonight? You are very beautiful. Thank you. I'm good. I think she goes through money like shit. Through a goo. You guys are dollar. You guys are cracking me up. What the? So true. Grifting season is when channels start drama too. It is. It is. I really do think Megamouth could do well with a channel based on something else. She can be funny at times. Now that I agree with, Commander. I agree with that. I think that she does have that ability to make people laugh. But the problem is that she's incapable of not being in drama, if that makes any sense. Like if she was smart, she would. Like she would turn to comedy or something like that. But I feel like the only way that Megamouth can thrive is through drama, is through talking about people, is through slandering people, bashing people. I think that's what makes her feel good. I don't think it makes her feel good to have other people laugh. I think it makes her feel good to degrade people and to talk about people who talk about people's looks and talk about the things people don't have. She thrives off of drama. She thrives off of the expense of others. She thrives off of putting other people down to make herself look better. She's disgusting. Oh my God, she does. She rode the Michelle Sabate thing for a while and still kind of is. She is. She is. I don't think she's doing it as much now because at first she really was, but now it's because she had other people do it. But I also noticed that Penelope Lane, which I like her. I like Penelope. I don't necessarily agree with everything that she says, you know, because you guys know my stance with Michelle, but I thought that Penelope was friends with Megamouth, and it looks like, which you can tell that Penelope is a highly intelligent woman. Even just from listening to some of her commentary on Michelle, she's highly intelligent. She tries her best to do thorough research and things like that. So I truly feel that, I see her in the Science Girls chat a lot. So maybe she's not friends with Molly anymore. And I think that's awesome. I'm glad she got away from her, because she's going to thrive more staying the fuck away from her. Stay away from her. People need to understand, because what would have happened? I'm so happy that Penelope did. She got away from her, because what would have happened if she chose to stick by Molly? She would have got screwed over just like everyone else. So I'm glad. You know what that means, you guys? That means that a lot of these awareness channels are doing the right thing. I know Science Girl told me that she was thrown out of the drama community. I think MGL belongs solely in the drama community, not true crime. She does TC cases and injustice. I agree, ASAP. She was thrown. Okay, I read that. Bridget, yeah. Missing Native American women are a big thing too, but it's never in the news. I know, which is something that I will be covering very soon too. Now, just imagine there's very few that have been tossed out of the drama community. Exactly. That's that's true. Like, who gets thrown out of the fucking drama community? You know that you're really, really bad when you get thrown out of Oh shit. It saddens me to see big creators dragging people that they could just lift each other up. Help, not hurt. Stop the hate. I agree with that. But I am not spewing hate about Megamouth. I just want people to be aware of her. I want to help people, and to make people be aware of the toxic person that she is, and hopefully save somebody from going through what I went through and what other people went through. That's all. Because I do believe she's a very dangerous woman, and one day she's going to hurt the wrong person, and it takes awareness channels like the Kool-Aid Channel and stuff to call her and hold her accountable for her behavior. And just like I said, with Penelope Lane, she definitely, I don't think she was ever friends with Megamouth, but she definitely spoke with her, and it's good to see that she no longer does. And she may still, I don't know if she still does, but it seems as though I see her a lot on the Science Girls channel, and it's good to see her on the Science Girls channel. I'm glad that she got away from Megamouth, because she deserves better than that. Megamouth is no good, and she would have ended up slandering her, bashing her, all of those things. There are people, I feel like, who do deserve grace that stood with Megamouth, even though they were complicit to the things that she has done. Being graceful, there's nothing wrong with being graceful. There's nothing wrong with trying to give people a second chance, trying to look at things like, you know what, this person, they made some bad decisions, but you want to know what? You're welcomed over here. You made a mistake, but it's not easy, especially when you see that those people contributed to the gossip and contributed to the slander, but you can still show grace, However, you can also understand if people don't want to show grace. I no longer watch TV because the trash, and now YouTube is going down. a wrong path. They are. I agree with that, because every single time you turn on YouTube, it's nothing but exploitation for money. People lost sight of the reasons that they started a YouTube in the first place. I was always told when I first started YouTube, even by bigger creators, do it because you love it. Do it because this is your passion. Don't do this if you're in it for money. If you're in it for money, you might as well don't do it at all, because you're going to get really frustrated, because it takes a long time to get to that point. But once you get to that point and you work to that point, it is worth it. But you have to do this because you love it. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I love what I do. Tia, have you ever watched Queen Bee? I know who Queen Bee is. Yes, I've watched her sometimes. Yeah. I've watched her a few times. So, and that would be, my advice that I would give to anybody. If you're going to do this, do it because you love it. Do it because it's your passion. Don't do it because you're starting a channel to compete with anybody, or you're starting a channel just because you want money, things like that. The only thing that I cared about when I first started my YouTube is I couldn't wait to get my community tab. That's it. I never said I can't wait to get monetized. I can't wait, because when you get monetized, you can earn a little bit financially, but not a lot. But that was all I cared about, was a community tab. And when I started, you had to have 1,000 subscribers to have a community tab. Now I don't even think you have to have 500. So that's why I know that I love this, because it's my passion. I like bringing awareness towards toxic creators. I also like doing true crime, and I love doing makeup sometimes. So it's my passion. I don't get on here because I have to, or I get on here because I want to make money. I don't look at YouTube as that way. I look at YouTube as a work in progress, and manifesting, and looking at YouTube like, just keep doing what you love, and the rest will follow. The success will follow. She's a really good person. I haven't watched her in a while, but I do know she does have some good commentary. Lil Lightly's parodies on MGL years ago was so hilarious. There's someone else. I can't remember her name. What was her name? I don't know who she is, but she goes in on Megamouth, but she does it in a real funny way. I cannot remember her name though. And I was watching Savage for a little bit today. Lord, I love Savage because she's so straightforward. She reminds me of myself in a lot of ways. But there was somebody on her panel, and of course, a lot of people watch Savage. She worked very hard to get to where she is, right? And then there was somebody up on her panel, right? And they, Savage was talking about, I think she said there's like 800 people in here right now. And then this person was like, real slick about it. They were like, yeah, go subscribe to my channel or something. They put their channel. And all of a sudden I hear Savage say, why did you just do that? Savage reminds me of my Aunt Denise too. My Aunt Denise, may God rest her soul, was so straightforward, so blunt that sometimes I'd be like, Aunt Denise, stop. When you have that aunt that just does not care and that just blurts out anything. But Savage was like, why did you just do that? And at first I thought she was joking, right? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Commander. Yeah, Kiki. She goes in. Like, I love it. I love it. She does such a good job too. But yeah, Savage was like, what did she say? She's like, get the fuck off my channel. Don't you ever do that again. You know what I'm saying? And I used to feel guilty about that because it's not that I don't want to share people's links, but the reason why I don't is because then everyone expects you to. So that's why I always say, hey, make sure you email me, because I have no problem doing it, but I need to look at your channel. I need to, watch your channel. I don't know who you are. And some people only come to your channel just to promote their own, and as a creator, you have to do the best to prevent yourself from being used, because people will try to use you. People will, give you money. They will do whatever to make it look like they're in your corner, but really they have an ulterior motive. And when I heard Savage saying that, kind of solidified why I do the things that I do and why I do that on my channel, because really people will do that. And you don't want to be used. Nobody likes being used. And you learn the hard way time after time after time. And eventually you have to know when enough is enough. And I was just like, nope, I'm never going through that again. You know what I'm saying? So when Savage did that and she's like, hell no, you're not using me. You're not going to use me to promote your damn channel. You could have asked me first and blah, blah, blah. I love Savage. I think she is so blunt, and I love that. I respect that shit. Keep it fucking real. Damn it, I hit the mute button. Sorry, you guys. It's up to you, creators, to share their channel if you want to. Exactly. You just have to. I just would rather go on somebody. When somebody new comes in, I want to know the channel that I'm sharing. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in positions where I've shared channels that were very racist. I've been in some bad positions before, and you have to learn, I was into true crime. I don't know what it's turned into. Yeah, it's turned into trash. However, Stephanie Harlow, she's great. Brittany Vaughn, she's amazing. Lovely T.I., she's amazing. She has her own true crime channel now that's separate from her main channel. She is absolutely amazing. And what's great is she does those cases that nobody's ever heard of before. Kendall Ray, I like Kendall Ray. I like how humble she is. I like how generous she has. I love her generosity. Her and her husband, they try to do what's right and give to charities, and when they do merch, they give to charities and for a wonderful cause. So that's why I adore Kendall Ray. She doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk. Bailey Sarian. So there's some great true crime creators. It just sucks that you want to support smaller creators too, because it's good to support smaller creators. That's how smaller creators gain success. But sometimes it's hard, especially when it comes to true crime, because a majority of the creators are shit. Not all, but a lot of them. That totally breaks my heart. I wish I wish there was something I could do to help the family. Sob Girl. I like Sob Girl sometimes. I don't like the way she handled the Kylie Rodney case, but I do like her sometimes, Running Bear. And I've watched her for a long time. Who remembers the guy that did MGL and Perplex? Burns. I adored him. His name started with a J. He was a terrible actor. I'm trying to think of who you're talking about, Cinnamon. Where did that go? Did I lose that comment? Kendall Ray actually will go meet with the families. She does the work. She does ASAP. She does. She will meet with the families. She will talk with the families. She'll get the family side of the story. She tries to do the best that she can to be very classy and pays attention to the things that she says and that she doesn't say. She handles her cases with a great deal of compassion, and that's why I like her. Apparently, she thrives off vacuums too. Really? I've been listening to you for like a month. Just listened though. Didn't chat and came to an easy conclusion that you don't stand for bullying. No, I do not. Thank you, Boston. I appreciate that. No. I will not stand for bullying in my chat. I try to pay attention to it as much as I can. I can't see everything. I can't see every every single comment, but I will try my best to read you guys' comments and respond to you guys' comments, but I can't see everything. So that's why I have mods so they can, help me. And but bullying, no. One thing I can't stand is a bully. It happens to me my entire life. So I would never, ever tolerate that from anybody, especially in my chat. And that's why, even though yesterday I think was a great live, though, I think we all touched on a lot of great topics, but the main topic of being Megamouth and today, but I just wanted to share with you guys that story. But, for the most part, besides, talking about transphobia and homophobia and things like that, it was a great conversation. And I'm not afraid to talk about homophobic people. I'm not afraid to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, that's not what we were talking about. And even though we listened to what Amber said, that's why I didn't play the whole thing, because that's not what the live was about. The live stream was supposed to be about Megamouth and how she betrays people and the horrible things that she does to people. And I didn't want to deflect off of that. But I don't always go back and watch my live streams. But if it's necessary, I will. Because I have to see things for myself. And once I did see things for myself, I felt really bad that I'm pretty much saying to all you guys, somebody tell me who's making homophobic comments. Don't make, and at the end of the day, there really wasn't that. It wasn't that bad. It was people just stating their opinion in a respectful way. And I appreciate you guys being respectful. I appreciate you guys trying to be sensitive towards other people's feelings and apologizing if you offended them or you came at them the wrong way. However, I am a no-nonsense person, and I truly believe you shouldn't have to apologize for your opinion. Okay? Now, if you are spreading hate or you're saying something hateful, being homophobic, things like that, then of course, that's wrong. But if you are just saying, hey, I don't agree with what you're saying, I think both creators need to be called out. And that's the majority of what I've seen in chat. All I've seen was people just saying, hey, they both need to be held accountable. Why does it only have to be Amber who's held accountable? How come Mallory gets a pass? How come, I've seen people saying people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones and all kinds of stuff. And one thing that I have learned, and so many things as a creator, and another thing that I have learned is sometimes people expect you to dislike the same people they do. They expect you to hate the people that they hate, or call out the people that they want to call out, or, you know, stand up against the people that they want you to stand up against. And I am the type of person where I'm going to keep the same energy, and I damn sure am not going to dislike somebody just because someone else dislikes them. I know how to show people grace. I know how to, when it's time to not show people grace. And I also think that it's very important to know that if you're that type of person, that if you wouldn't stop talking to somebody because of the way they treat your friend, then why the fuck do you think I would? That's where it goes to keep the same energy, because I don't play that shit. I will go through a million mods to get to the right ones. That's how I look at it, because I don't ask for much. I ask for people to not be manipulative, to be honest, respectful, and bias. It's not hard. It's not hard to respectfully agree to disagree with someone. It's not hard. And if it's hard, then you're not meant to be a mod. It's that simple. How do you say your name? Mocus. There you go. Hi. Welcome. Mallory is freaking something else and a hypocrite. She is. She is. I just think that she's worse because she is a person who is always supposed to call out homophobia and homophobic people. And she picks and chooses when she does and when she doesn't. And I don't like that. Either you're going to call it out or you're not. Even if you were to still support Megamouth, but you were to blatantly say, I don't believe in the things that you do, Megamouth. Call her out and let her know, listen, I know that you say derogatory things towards transgender women, and I know that you do, but she doesn't do that. She excuses that behavior. And to me, I feel like it's a disgrace to the LGBTQ plus community. It's a disgrace, and it sets the community back, because there are so many people, amazing people in the LGBTQ plus community that are fighting every single day against discrimination, bigotry, being treated as equal. And when you pick and choose who you choose to call out and who you don't, who you excuse for saying homophobic comments and who you don't, guess what? That is called being a hypocrite. Some people need to look up what the word and the definition of hypocrite is, because if you're calling someone out, you're calling them out. But just because you're calling someone out doesn't mean you have to condemn them. It doesn't mean that you have to start yelling and screaming at them and saying, you're a fucking piece of shit, get the fuck out of my chat. It doesn't mean that you have to shut the whole chat down just because that person enters your chat. What type of creator would I be if I was to do something like that? Make it make sense. So that's why I feel Mallory is worse, because you should stand up for yourself and everyone in the LGBTQ plus community. And she does not get a pass just because she is a transgender woman. She doesn't get a pass for that. She's a woman, and it's not fair for her. And the reason why I say transgender is because she is. And it's not fair that she gets to say these types of comments. Okay? She gets to call somebody and say that they look like a linebacker and things like that. and laugh at somebody's cousin, transgender cousin, for, being unalive. She gets to say those things and it's okay. No, I don't agree with that. And that's my opinion. I don't agree with someone that it's okay for them to say whatever they want to, but it's not okay for someone else to. It's not hard to hold two people accountable. It's not hard to say, nah, you guys are both wrong. You shouldn't have said this and you shouldn't have said that, because let me tell you something. If somebody tells me that I look like a linebacker, what do you think that means? But it's okay for her though, right? It doesn't matter if she says it. Make it make sense. That doesn't even sound right. I just can't handle people who cannot look at things from other people's perspectives, but want other people to look at things from their perspective. It's a two-way street. And that's how we learn. That's how we grow. You know what I'm saying? We grow by learning and growing off of other people. I have learned so much from all of you guys. And I've learned a lot from the people that I've met. And even if it didn't work out with the people that I have met, I learned because every single day, no, I'm not a perfect person by any means. I'm going to make mistakes, but every single day, I strive to be a better person than I was the day before. And if I learn things off of someone, no matter if it was a negative or positive experience, I still learned. And that way, the things that I learned with that person, because God brings people into your life for a reason, and He takes people out of your life for a reason. He sets up everything the way that He does for a reason, and it's up to you to learn something from that. So basically, you take what you've learned from those people and you apply it to the next person that you meet, and the next person, and the next person. Am I going to let people turn me cold just because they're incapable of telling the truth or incapable of taking responsibility for their own actions? No. I am going to learn from my own mistakes and always make sure that I try not to make the same mistake twice. But I don't do low blows and, hold things over somebody's head and brag about the things that I've done for them, or brag about having human decency. All of those things, like, sometimes people can just show you who they are. And when they do, you have to believe them. So I'm the type of person where I can very much easily move on. It's very easy for me to move on because I've been down these roads before with too many people. And I do not like when people try to manipulate. That's my biggest pet peeve. I don't like it. I think it's horrible when you're trying to emotionally manipulate people and trying to make sure that you change other people's opinions about that one person that you don't like. At what point in life do you grow up? Because anytime that you are trying to weaponize a certain cause or the LGBTQ plus community, or even if you're trying to weaponize the Black Lives Matter movement, when you weaponize those things, it does nothing but pretty much, it doesn't help people when you do those types of things. It makes the situation worse. You have to be able to have discernment. You have to be able to say, you know what? I'm not liking this. I don't like the way this was handled. I don't like the way that was handled, you know? And like I said, God puts people in your life for you to either learn from them and continue to learn from them, or, you know, for a reason, season, whatever. Okay, let me read some comments and then we will wrap this up. And selling out to the LGBTQ plus community for money is even worse. I agree with that too. I definitely agree with that. Yes, John just does excuse it. He does. He excuses a lot of things, and that's what makes you sad. That's why I look at, listen, if I, let's just say that, you know, me being, you know, Indian, Black and Indian, okay? If I meet someone, you know, and they are a Black woman, okay? And let's just say that this person is going through something with in their job and experiencing racism. Okay, let's just say they're experiencing racism. Let's just say that this person, though, is constantly, every single time something goes wrong, something doesn't go their way, or every single time they're put in a situation, the first thing they do is say, this is racism. Not everything is racism, okay? Not everything. And I always have a problem with people who constantly call out racism and uses it as a weapon, because when you do that, you always set people back. You set people back because that gives other people an excuse to be dismissive towards racism. Because the first thing they're going to say is, the first thing out of their mouth they're going to say when you are genuinely going through racism, the first thing they're going to say is things that people have said to me, including Megamouth. Oh, she says that about everybody. She says that about everybody. But that's not true. But it's people like this girl that I met that always says everything is racist. Everything is racist. That sets people back. And it's the same thing with the LGBTQ plus community. If you weaponize the LGBTQ plus community, you're doing nothing but setting them back. And if you are a part of the LGBTQ plus community and you know and experience every day what it's like to be discriminated against, I'm going to hold you to a different standard than I would anyone else, because you should know better. You should be able to say, you should be able to be that person to call things out when it happens, not pick and choose the things that you call out. And that's what Mallory does. She will call Amber out, but not call out Megamouth. She won't call out Megamouth, but she'll call out Science Girl. You can't do that, because all that does is set everything back and gives people an excuse to continue their discrimination. Being a part of that community and knowing what it's like to be discriminated against, you should know better than to do those types of things. Even if you want to be cool with somebody or cordial with somebody or whatever the situation is, you can still call them out and hold them accountable for their behavior, can't you? You got to condemn everybody and call them, horrible people and tell them to die and rot in hell? Do you have to do that to everybody? No. No. And that's how I was raised. These are things that I've learned throughout my life. These are things that I've learned from people who are in the LGBTQ plus community, including family members and people that I've grown up with. So, and every single day, I learn something different that I never knew. Glad Tia is speaking out. I'll need to go back to the beginning. Yes, you have to go back to the beginning. Good night, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Boston, for being here. But yes, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. So please, if anyone has any type of information that you want to give to me, I will leave your name anonymous. I would never say your name if you don't want me to, but if you know anything about Megamouth mass reporting people and pretty much getting people's channels taken down and things like that, please contact me. You can email me so we can figure this out together, because I'm not going to stand for this. This is wrong. The hate on YouTube has gotten too deep on many levels. Today, it hit every group of people that I love and groups of people that society tends to throw away. Yes, absolutely. I know what you mean. And it's sad. But I don't dwell on things. Sorry, you guys. Good night. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about these two things, because I felt that it was important to address, because when I went back and watched myself in chat, and the way that I was addressing chat and the way that I was being so accusatory and thinking that people were making these horrible comments, saying homophobic things, I was in the wrong. And not only do I have to think on my toes, if that makes any sense, like I have to be real quick with my thinking. Sometimes it's not always easy, and I shouldn't have handled it that way. And I was disappointed with myself the way I did handle it. So that's why I wanted to talk to you guys about it and let you know I stand corrected. When I looked at chat, the things that I seen, and even my fiance said there was not that many hate comments. There were not a lot of people that were saying, there were a few people that were referring to Mallory as a he. And as I said, even yesterday, I will not tolerate that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, people were being very respectful. They were trying to just give their opinion, and also apologizing if they offended anyone because of their opinion. And to me, I don't like that. So I have to also think like a creator, and I can't condemn people just because one person is offended or two people are offended. That's not how it works. I can't shut down my live because someone is offended. Sometimes it's better to just walk away, take a breather, especially when you can't handle that people have a difference of opinion than you. So that's why I wanted to tell you guys that I think you guys did great yesterday. I don't think that you guys were horrible at all. Even my fiance was like, it was not that bad. And it definitely wasn't when I looked at the chat. So I appreciate you guys. And I'm really sorry that I accused people of saying bad comments, because that's not what it was at all. There were people, like I said, saying some things, and it was pretty much addressed. I couldn't see those things because obviously I'm doing commentary. I can't watch every comment, but I just wanted to take responsibility for that, because I'm not always going to get it right, you guys. I'm not a perfect human being by any means. I'm going to make mistakes, but my supporters, all of my supporters, mean a lot to me. And even though, there were some people who were being rude and ignorant, the majority were not. So thank you guys. And please, 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 if anyone has any information about mass reporting, if you lost your channel, if you know anything, again, please email me so we can figure this out together. If you want to remain anonymous, you will remain anonymous. I have no intention of saying your name unless you want me to. So I'm not going to stop talking about this, because if we don't talk about this and try to do something about this, it can get worse. And we don't want it to get worse. This is getting bad. A lot of people are losing their channels, and I truly believe that aligns. It makes so much sense, because like I told you guys, after every live stream, I was losing 10 creators every live stream. So imagine I'm going live every night, 3 days in a row, and I lose 30 subscribers in those 3 days. That's not normal. And YouTube, they never know how it happens. I think sometimes they do and they just don't fucking tell you. But that's against terms of service to mass report, you guys. And if she's doing that, if this is all alleged, because I don't know for sure if she is, but if she is, her and Bullhorn Betty, if they're doing that, there has to be some type of proof, because if there is proof out there that they're doing that, they need to be accountable for that. Okay? People work hard for their channels. People go to that next level for their channels. And it sucks when you have people like them who are so jealous and can't handle constructive criticism that literally ruin it for so many people, like the Kool-Aid Channel, and it has to stop. Okay? This is YouTube. If you don't think that people are going to talk about you when you talk about everyone else, the entitlement of some people amazes me. You know what I'm saying? How people are so entitled, and how people brag about what they do for you and blah, 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 blah. It's disgusting to me. It's just disgusting behavior. I cannot stand it. So make sure you email me. Okay? Send me an email and we will work this out. I already had one person send me an email. Hopefully we can figure something out. And I do think she'll be able to figure something out. And she's been losing subs too. So this makes me so mad. Pray for baby Quentin. May he rest in peace. Pray for his family, you guys. It's so sad. It's always so devastating when a little baby is no longer here, especially because that baby didn't ask to be here anyway. And then you just take this precious little bundle of joy out of this world for your own selfish reasons, and it's disgusting. So please keep Quentin, baby Quentin, and his family in your prayers, and that justice will be served and justice will prevail. Yes. So innocent. It's so devastating, man. Pray for Shanquilla's family too. Pray for the Cabo 6, or the 6 Cabo 6, whatever you call them. Pray that Shanquilla gets justice and may she rest in peace. She was laid to rest on November 19th. which I will be giving updates on that probably on Friday, not Thursday, but Friday. And what else do I have to say? Thank you guys for being amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to me blab. Thank you for thank you for listening to me vent, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing rest of your night or day, wherever you're at. And remember how beautiful you are. Remember how blessed you are. Give somebody a compliment. You never know how you can literally change their entire day. Stay beautiful and stay blessed. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I love you guys so much. And thank you for being here. Thank you to my amazing mods. I love all of you guys. Thank you for all of the new members. I'm so appreciative towards that. And wait, I got to remove this comment. There we go. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Love y'all. Deuces. Love y'all. Good night. Bye.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit.